Hey mamas, Alexandria here, 34-year-old mom of a toddler and a gym rat. I lost 40 pounds postpartum and it changed my life. So my goal here is to give you information and inspire you to help reach your goals, whatever they might look like. So today I want to share with you 6 things that I wish I had known before I started on this weight loss journey. And I want to share those with you so that you'll know them when you're starting. So if you guys are ready, let's dive in. The first thing I wish I had known is that it doesn't have to be all or nothing. One of the many times that I have failed to lose weight, because I assure you, this was the successful version, but many times before, when I failed to lose weight, it's because I thought that everything had to be all or nothing. I was either in or I was out, and I can be very much like that in my life. Like, I am what my husband and cousin call a super fan. Like, when I am invested, like, I am invested. It's part of my personality, for better or for worse. And so once I'm in, I'm in. But the problem with an all or none strategy, particularly in weight loss, is that we get overwhelmed by too many choices. And so I wish I had known that if I had, taken a step back and prioritized one thing at a time rather than like going all in, that I would be more successful. Second thing I wish I had known is that small changes can have a huge impact. I severely underestimated the impact that small change could have on my goals overall. The impact of just implementing small change over the course of time can make huge impacts and huge changes in your life. But again, kind of circling back to number one, is we get stuck in this mindset of like, well, I have to work out 8 days a week. There aren't even 8 days in a week, but like I have to work out every day. I have to do cardio. I have to only eat salads. I have to, the list goes on and on. Okay. We'd be here all day. My point is that small changes have a huge impact. Drinking more water has a huge impact. Being cognizant of what you're intake into your body has a huge impact. Getting more movement, making steps, those all have a huge impact on their own without having to be stacked and combined in such the perfect little box. So remember that. Small change can be big results. The third one is I wish I had known what was going to be my biggest motivator in all of this. And I think it's pretty common. I noticed this, and my husband and I were talking about this too. He's on his own, personal, weight loss journey right now as well. And one of the things that he and I were talking about is just like, it's crazy when you get started, you don't realize how much it's going to motivate you of how good you feel. Like once you're in it, like once you're doing it, you're going to want more because it just makes you feel better. Like the amount of energy that I have compared to what I used to have is it's insane. It's insane how much more energy I have than I used to have. And it's because I'm taking better care of myself. It's in part because I lost weight, but it's also because I'm making more mindful decisions in the kitchen. It's because I'm making more mindful decisions in my movement. It's not exclusive to like, yes, I lost 40 pounds. Yes, that matters, but it matters because of my body composition and what my body was able to handle. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Sometimes I feel like I just say words and then it is what it is. Number four, the power of mindset and discipline. I really wish I had known the impact that mindset would play in this. Because you have to decide that you are going to do something and you're going to do whatever it takes to get there. And until you do, you're not going to be able to be successful. I mean, that's reality. I hate being the bearer of bad news. I really do. But it's true. If you've decided that you can't do something, then you're not going to be able to do it. That's just the bottom line. In the same vein, if you've decided, yes, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to lose weight, or yes, I'm going to move more, whatever it is. When you decide that's important enough, and when you decide that you are going to do it and that you can do it, that you are capable of it, then and only then will you achieve it. In the past, when I failed before, like I sort of cared, but I didn't care enough. I didn't really truly believe that I could make the changes. Again, probably because I had these expectations that they were going to be, that it has to be so much more than it really has to be. If you guys are enjoying this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos from me so we can keep growing together. Number 5. The beginning is the hardest part. And I don't say that to discourage you. I say that actually to encourage you. Because if you know that something is going to be hard when you first start, but that you're going to get through that obstacle, that you're going to get past that hurdle, there's something about it that feels freeing, right? Knowing that everybody struggles at first. Is it hard to understand your calories at first and maybe eat in a slight deficit first? Sure. Is it tricky? Absolutely. Is it hard to make more time for movement in your day or exercising in your day? Are there workouts that are going to be hard? Absolutely. This is difficult at first. It's not something easy. It's not for the faint of heart. If it was easy, everybody would be fit. Everybody would be healthy, right? But not everybody is. That's probably part of why you're here, is because you're trying to get motivated and figure out like what's the missing piece here. And the missing piece here is just that. It's that the hardest part, and then we give up, right? Don't give up. Fight through the hardest part. It's just like labor and delivery, right? Like as a mom, you know that delivering that kid is going to be hard. It's going to be labor intensive and it's going to be hard. But you know that on the other side of that is like irreplaceable memories. Now, that's a weird example for me because I had severe postpartum depression and anxiety. If you want to hear about that, I will link a video that I did about my postpartum depression and anxiety. I'll link it for you if you care. If you don't, that's cool too. I'll link it. This was a couple of years ago, pre-weight loss journey. But I'll link that if you're interested. But my point is that when you can know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, it makes you want to climb out. So remember, there is a light at the end of this tunnel. It does get easier with practice and discipline. And number 6 is the knowledge and value of understanding protein. I know that probably sounds a little weird or silly to some of you, but oftentimes, especially when you first start losing weight, if you don't have a full understanding of what, the impact of carbs, the impact of fats, and the impact of proteins, that's why people stay so hungry, because they're like, well, let me just cut calories. Or they get into this whole nonsense about carbs are bad. We'll talk about that in a different video if you want. I can go on a whole soapbox about how carbs are not bad. But they're all digested differently. And so if you are prioritizing your protein, it means that you're going to stay full for longer. I've spent a lot of time on many videos talking about protein. Will I ever stop? No, probably not. I'm sorry. I'm not. Because it's true. Protein matters. Eat your dang protein. So all of that to say, I wish I had known that the impact of protein, because if you prioritize protein, you're building the muscle and you're staying full longer. So those are two huge benefits of prioritizing the protein in your diet rather than just focusing on cutting carbs or focusing on eating salads or whatever other business. So I hope that this has been informative for you. I will leave another video linked right there for you to watch. If you'd like to go click and watch it, you should be recommending something that they think that you will like. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.